What's up, Animanjians? Today we're going to be looking at a brand new trailer for Hobbs and Shaw. This is a spin-off from the Fast and Furious franchise starring The Rock and, of course, Jason Statham, who, in my opinion, was one of the better parts of these recent Fast and Furious films. And we also have a newcomer, Idris Elba, who's going to be playing the big baddie this time. I have a very interesting relationship with this film, and that's because even though I'm a huge fan of the Fast and Furious movies, I do think that they've kind of gone into like a cartoonish direction lately. Not that those films were ever anything to really take seriously in the first place, but there was some semblance of realism. Now they've just kind of, gone off into superhero mode, especially the last few. They're doing things like, I don't know, flying from one building to another in the car, or, flying out of a plane or something, and they're really cool to see on screen. But the question just remains how ridiculous the movies are actually going to get. And of course, you have all the jokes talking about how many movies they're going to make before they're done. I don't think that this movie is going to be focusing too much on the car aspect of it, but who knows? I feel like it's still going to have the Fast and Furious DNA, which could be a fantastic thing because it means that the film may not be taking itself too seriously, or it could be a bad thing, which means it could be a little too ridiculous and a little too silly, and I'm kind of hoping that it's not, but who knows? Let's check out the trailer and take a look. I am excited to see what this movie is all about, especially with all the controversy surrounding it, I think with The Rock and Tyrese Gibson and their little squabble and all that. But it's finally here, Super Bowl weekend. We're getting a new trailer. Let's check it out and then talk about it.
I'm dealing with the future of the planet. Not the necessary shock to the system. I am human evolutionary change. Bulletproof. Superhuman.
Who the hell are you?
Bad guy.
The mission has been compromised. We need help.
Our target's name is Brixton. He's a ghost. We're gonna need the best trackers in the business. Luke Hobbs.
I'm what you call an ice cold can of whoop ass.
Career lawman. Always gets his guy. We're gonna need to operate outside the system. Deckard Shaw.
I'm what you might call a champagne problem.
Rogue former MI6 agent. Doesn't play well with others. If we stand a chance against Brixton, you guys have to work together.
No way. This guy's a real ass.
This job requires stealth. Look at you. I'm trying to save the world, which, for the record, will be my fourth time. Because I'm really good at it.
You have no idea what we're dealing with.
Hobbs and Shaw. You want a war? You've got one. Remember me? On my three? Sure. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
3 shocks will kill a man. There we go. It's a bad guy speech.
opened your big mouth, didn't you, huh?
Yeah, I thought it was a cool thing to say at the moment.
All right. It looks like fun. It looks like a lot of fun. It seems to have the Fast and Furious DNA, which in my opinion isn't a bad thing. But like I said, the recent films seem to have gone into like a more silly direction, which in my opinion kind of takes away from the entertainment value or the rewatchability of it all. It's still a fun time at the movie theater, by all means. But, you know, sometimes it can just be a little bit too much. So it seems like it's retained some of that. The humor, the action looks like it's top notch. I just hope that they don't do too much. Gotta love the Rock. He's always as charming as ever. Even though, in my opinion, he's had some box office failures lately, as far as Rampage or Skyscraper, which is basically Die Hard, goes. You know, audience still go out to see him because of his charm and because he's really likable. But, you know, I gotta say, if he keeps putting out films that are not necessarily entertaining, I'm not going to keep shelling out money to go see him. And that's with anyone. But I do love The Rock, and I'm glad that he's in this. We also have Jason Statham, who is a fantastic action star. I feel like he deserves way more films than he gets. He deserves way more recognition. I feel like he's probably huge in the meathead realm. But I don't feel like a lot of people know him well enough. And I feel like the Fast and Furious movies are probably the best films that he could be doing right now. And it looks like he's having a lot of fun here, and I can't wait to see his performance here. And of course, we have newcomer Idris Elba, who, you know, we haven't really seen much from, and it seems like he's been having a difficult time at the box office lately. A lot of movies that he's put out have not really done well. I'm not sure if it's because of him. Maybe he's not connecting with audiences, or it could just be the roles that he picks. He picks roles that are not necessarily entertaining or good, and that don't really utilize his talent. Because Idris Elba is very talented. So this could be the turning point in his career, or maybe not. We'll see. But overall, it looks fun. It looks like a fun time at the movie theater. It looks like you can go up there, have a good time. Probably forgettable, but we'll see. Maybe it'll have a little bit more to offer us. We have until August 2nd to check this out. So it's quite a while away. You know, I'm surprised that they have this much footage to show so far ahead of the release date. But I guess that they want to make sure that there's enough notoriety and hype for it so that as many people will know about it and go see it as possible. Do I think that this could hurt the Fast and Furious franchise in the future? Yes and no. Depending on how this goes, you know, if audiences get tired of the characters, then that could definitely prove detrimental to future films. I don't think that the Fast and Furious movies are finished. I don't think that Vin Diesel said that this is the last one, that the last one that they did was the end of it. I know that he said that they were pretty much closing in on being done with everything. So we'll see what kind of effect this movie has on the rest of the franchise. Clearly, the studio wants to make as much money off of this franchise as possible with you know, multiple sequels and spinoffs and everything in development. So we'll see how this goes. I'm excited for it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Did you like its lighthearted tone, or were you expecting something a little bit more serious and action-oriented? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you have not done so already, go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you can get more content like this, which contains movie news, reviews, and reactions like this one right here at Animanji. And do not forget that I have a Twitter page where you can see some of my live real-time reactions to certain things that I may not make a video on. Also, you can talk to me on Twitter about new trailers, new films, even comic books, video games, whatever you are interested in. That's where you'll be able to find me and reach me. But until next time, stay dope.